From a way to make infinite money, to a way to kill any boss in seconds. Here are 54 Blox fruits tricks that pros abuse in Roblox. There are secrets about rubber fruit most of you don't even know, and yet they can make the fruit so overpowered. In real life, rubber is a really bad electricity conductor, and so is it in Blox fruit. So with anyone with any fighting style that uses electricity, they'll have trouble killing you. On top of that, rubber fruit makes you immune to the gun impacts. Definitely implement this into your strategy. A secret fruit not many players know about is called the meme fruit, and it literally looks like a traffic cone. The reason why you don't have it is because it's only for admins and moderators. It deals huge damage, but only to your friends. That's why it's called meme fruit. However, us ordinary mortals will never have it. Only admins and mods can abuse this one. This one is really useful for players who want to play in peace and keep all of the loot just for themselves. While launching the game, simply click on the servers and choose ascending. Here you will see a bunch of servers with 0 players, and just get into one. Now you have a whole map just for yourself. You can have a party with your friends or grind together. An ice fruit will allow you to walk on water without receiving any damage, and so will magma. But there's a way players without any fruits can walk on water and get 0 damage. Simply hold your space once you're in the water and your HP will remain full. I guarantee you nobody knows about this one. If you use a move before you touch lava, it will make you immune and you won't die. It works with literally any move, and from now on it will save thousands of lives. This is one of the quickest ways to level up. All you need is a Buddha fruit. When you transform, your hit range dramatically increases, so not only can you kill NPCs quickly, but they also won't even be able to touch you. And when you combine it with a god human, you will level up even quicker. When you're done with one island during the raid, it's time to go to another one. But did you know a boat isn't actually the quickest option? That's why pro players dash to the next island. It saves you so much time. I already told you about sea beast hunting, but how do you kill them quickly? The best fruits to use for this are definitely Shark Race and Magma V2. Magma V2's abilities are too overpowered for sea beast hunting, and the Shark Race lets you swim way faster. Magma will make sure those beasts get killed, and Shark Race will let you kill them even quicker. Everybody knows that the Electric Claw is one of the most superior fighting styles in the whole game, mostly because you can use it for grinding as well as for PvP. But for this, you need to upgrade it by going to Turtle Island in the 3rd sea and starting a quest from the previous hero NPC. You'll have to get to the mansion in under 30 seconds, which is pretty hard, but simply use a portal or lightning and get over there in just seconds. However, this one's not for players that are total beginners. Most of you know about the cursed ship, but not many of you know about the trick that will help you get rich just by looting chests found in the cursed ship.
Well, actually, you can only loot the cursed ship once.
Actually, that's false. When you're done looting it, just hop on another server and voila! Now you can loot it again. Leopard's X move, better known as Spiraling Kick, regenerates all of your air jumps. Now just jump over your enemies during the raid, since those with knockback tend to hit at a certain angle just to throw you in the water. I don't know a single person who doesn't like finding chests, but many people still don't know about this hidden location. Head over to the 2nd sea, Kingdom of Rose Area 1 to be more precise, and then go to the bottom of the bridge. There you will notice a wall that's slightly different from the others. Just flash step inside where you will find 3 gold chests. This can also be a great hiding location. Developers thought it would be obvious, but a lot of players still don't know that Donut Roller is an amazing weapon. It's not only used for transportation. If you run over a player or an NPC, it will do quite some damage and even drag them if you angle it correctly. It's shocking how many players don't know that you don't have to go to a fruit dealer each time you want to equip a fruit you bought. Simply open up your shop, click on the permanent fruits, and equip any fruit you want. Of course, you can only equip the ones you bought, but this is still super useful to know. When you head over to the temple located on Upper Sky Island, you'll see a tunnel at the bottom of the temple. Use any ability you want to break that stone keeping you from entering the temple, and when you get inside, you'll find 8 chests. The best thing about this is you can just hop from server to server and keep farming the money. Ka-ching! On the desert island in the 1st sea, there's a chest sitting by the pyramid. Once you loot it, you'll open a secret tunnel that leads to an NPC called Hassan. You can buy a swordsman hat from him that gives you 10% more sword damage, no matter which sword you've got equipped. The quickest way to boost your bounty would be to go to John Luke Island, a tiny hidden island located in the 1st sea. Then find an NPC called Mob Leader and kill him. Each time you kill him, your bounty raises for about 3,000. In only 1 hour, you can pump your bounty up to 180,000 because he respawns every minute. Fighting someone with observation haki is the most annoying thing. There are many fighting styles that can fight against observators, but in case you don't have any, simply get a gun and upgrade it to get an observation block. block. Now use it at the beginning of the fight and then spam all of your abilities without your enemy blocking them. You know how it's super hard to see anything while doing a quest in a dark space? Well, just turn on fast mode. Fast mode isn't only for players that are playing on lower NPCs, but also for those who have a high NPC. The fast mode makes the dark places look so much brighter. Many new players spend all their money rolling fruits, which is basically gambling, and it almost always makes you lose. Instead, you should focus on saving money and get yourself a Buddha as soon as possible. Once you have it, the game becomes so much easier and you can earn way more money. Did you know that you can actually remove fruits? I don't know why anyone would want to do this, but it's possible. If you want to remove a fruit, you can go to Prison Island, where you can find a guy that will remove your unwanted fruit for $50,000. That's right, you have to pay him and give him your fruit. Walking through the walls in Blox fruits is dangerously easy. First, make sure your shift lock is turned on, get to the wall you want to walk through, try angling the camera so you can see through half of the wall, which is really weird and difficult to do, but then just use your flash step. If it doesn't work, try different angles because it's not the same for each wall. Some of you already know that magma has the same ability as ice. You can walk on water using both of them. Ice's walking on water ability was inspired by One Piece, but magma's wasn't. We still don't know why developers did that. This one is really funny. Equip your katana, open your inventory, and let go of Z and quickly press unequip. You will be stuck in a really weird pose. This glitch is better known as the sus glitch. Some even say it's bannable, but don't listen to them. There are so many more risky things and glitches that aren't even bannable. You can get 200 fragments for free by going to Hydra Island that's located on the 3rd sea. Once you're there, head over to the arena trainer, start the quest and kill your enemy. And there you go, you've just earned yourself 200 fragments. Don't get scared once you see that the trainer's got the dark blade. Luckily, he can't use any abilities. Also, you can start this quest every hour. Did you know that boats can fly? It's so simple to do this, but just a tiny number of players know about this. All you have to do is take a control fruit, create a dome with its first ability, and launch your boat into the sky. That's almost as fast as the portal. Do you know about this secret AFK farming method? Get ready for this one by equipping an elemental fruit, and then get yourself a katana. Go to any NPC that doesn't have haki and turn on your auto clicker. The NPC won't be able to hit you, and you can leave the auto clicker on overnight. In the morning, you'll have quite some loot, but make sure to use the worst sword because in this case, the amount of hits is the thing that matters most. If you ever wanted to turn your boat into an airplane, I'll show you how to do it. Use Love's F ability to pick up your friend, and then fly into the boat's driver's seat. And boom, now you've got a flying boat that you can't really control. This one is a little more complicated, but I guarantee you it's worth it. You'll need Buddha's Instinct and any weapon you like. During the battle, activate Instinct and dodge the enemy's attack. And as soon as you see Instinct's animation equip your weapon, then activate Shift Lock and start jumping around. Your jumping speed will be way faster. For one of the best speed glitches in the entire game, you'll need Rabbit's V3 ability and Barrier's F move. First activate Rabbit's V3 and then hold Stairs ability. Now you have a speed boost from Rabbit V3 until you run out of stamina. But don't forget that you have to hold Stairs move, because if you let go, it's over. You'll literally die. Well, actually you don't, but you'll be slow again. There are many ways you can make a boat fly, but this one can turn your boat into a rocket. Use control area move and sit on the boat as you levitate it. Then aim directly into the sky and your boat will start spinning like crazy and launch you into the stratosphere. Do you know about this crazy helicopter glitch? You won't spawn a helicopter, but you will become one that doesn't fly. Take your dough fruit and go to the fruit remover. As you use Dough's C move, remove your dough fruit and you'll start spinning like crazy. This one's not a trick, but more of a prank you can abuse to make fun of your friends. Buy Fast Boat's Game Pass and hype up your friend to get a ride in your super fast boat. Once they get in and ride off, just spawn the boat again and the boat your friend was in will despawn and drown them. I could try this if I had any friends. When most players launch the game for the first time, they start killing NPCs one by one, which is really slow. Instead, hit each of them once and lure them on yourself. Once they're all at the same spot, use splash abilities to kill them quicker. This way you will deal damage to all of them by using the ability once. Do you know about the giant Buddha sword? You heard that right. Simply transform into the Buddha and hold your sword. You shouldn't have equipped your sword while transforming to Buddha. Once you transform, you have to quickly equip your sword and undo the Buddha at the exact same moment. Now you're a little guy carrying a huge sword. It doesn't do much, but it looks really cool. The giant sword looks cool, but it's not as useful as this one. one. If you're still in the first sea, head over to the upper sky, but make sure you're at least level 425. Now kill both bosses and just hop on another server and repeat. You'll thank me later. For each beast you kill, you get anywhere from $50,000 to $250,000. Now that loot triples when a sea beast storm happens. There are 3 beasts you have to kill and get a maximum of $750,000. Now there's one more trick. If you bought double money, you can get up to 1.5 million just by killing 3 sea beasts. I mean, it's not just 3, but you get me. Some people still don't know that using an auto clicker in Blox Fruits is allowed. It makes life 100 times easier, especially when it comes to farming. All you have to do is turn on the auto clicker and stand on the spawn point of the user or NPC. Feel free to keep it running overnight and you will have a nice surprise when you wake up in the morning. This is the only raid method that has a 100% success rate. Get into the light raid, and when you're inside the pyramid, all you have to do is transform into Buddha. Now you can just stand behind the wall and hit the boss without receiving any damage. Buddha's range is just so OP. Observation Haki is definitely the best and most useful thing in the game, but for starters, it's impossible to level up to. Here's a trick to max your observation as quickly as possible. Go to any NPC that grinds your OB Haki, preferably near your spawn point, and just let them hit you while your OB is activated. And once all your dodges are gone, just hop on another server and repeat the process. This will save you so much time. Most of you think that light is the fastest fruit in the game, but it's actually not. A portal fruit is obviously much faster. Portal's world warp ability lets you travel anywhere on the map, and I mean anywhere. Teleporting is the fastest way of traveling, and you can also bring your friend. But I think it's too expensive since traveling is the only thing you can use it for. That's not worth 1.9 million. Heads up, the only way to get a triple dark blade is to be really good friends with an admin, or be his brother. Only admins can get this sword, which is obviously because it's too overpowered. It looks like you're holding 3 dark blades and its abilities are the same but tripled. For example, the slash ability is the same, but instead of 1, it sends out 3 slashes. I hope I'll never encounter an enemy that has this sword. We all know that when you want to awaken a specific fruit, you have to complete a raid using that same fruit, but there's a little trick that makes you able to awaken any fruit by completing a raid using Buddha. Just start a raid and complete the first 4 islands with the Buddha fruit, then eat the fruit that you want to awaken and use that fruit to kill the last standing NPC. When you're teleported to the awakening place, just awaken that fruit. So easy. Did you know that you can equip 2 fighting styles at the same time? You simply need to have either Dark Step or Death Step with the V ability unlocked. When you activate the V ability, your legs will burn and you will deal 22% more damage. Then just go to the teacher and equip any other fighting style and boom! Now you have 2 fighting styles equipped at the same time. One of the most useless fighting tricks is placing mines into the water. I bet you didn't know that one. All you need to do is equip Bomb Fruit, walk over to the closest edge on the land, and use C ability. Now half of your mines will be planted in water. I don't really have an idea of how this could kill someone, but use it however you want. You can't do this one without a friend, so pay somebody to pretend to be your friend. You'll need to have a portal fruit and your friend will need a control fruit. They have to activate Echo Knife, and right before the last hit comes through, they must use World Warp to a random location, and the player who got hit by Echo Knife will go flying. When the screen effect stops adding more slashes, you'll know it's the last hit, and then warp to a random location. If you master this one, it will become the ultimate prank. Not many people know that Falcon's transformation lets you jump slightly higher, which lets you reach the walls that are usually too high to jump over. Still, it's a pretty useless fruit that's not worth anywhere near $300,000. Even though some of you know about server hopping, most people never use it. And believe me, there are hundreds of useful things you can do while server hopping. For example, looting chests, completing your quest faster, and even killing a boss. I know everybody hates waiting for the boss you need to kill to respawn. Some of them can even make you wait up to 45 minutes in place just to kill them, or to get killed. But just hop on another server and they will probably be there waiting for you. As soon as you launch the game for the first time, instead of killing NPCs on the spawn island, go over to Fountain City and stand behind this wall to attract them. You can hit them, but they can't do anything to you. You will reach level 60 just by killing 3 NPCs. If you're really curious and want to find out what the Blox Fruits map is made on, I recommend you go to the mansion on the second sea. Put your graphics at the lowest level possible, and jump up in the sky as high as you can. You can do this even if you're a beginner since all you need is Kilo's F ability. You will freeze mid-air and look around you. It's a globe. Hopefully One Piece doesn't sue Blox Fruits for copyright since the map is still sphere-shaped. And and not a cube like all the fruits. The only reason why some players don't like using light fruit is because once you activate the flight light, you can't steer while flying. It only travels straight. And if someone is not using the light fruit for flying, that's probably because they don't know. All they have to do is awaken the fruit, and there you go. Now you can navigate where you want to fly. Most of you already know who Zyolus is, an NPC that's basically Blox Fruit's casino. He sells you random fruits, and pros avoid him because they know he's actually a scammer. The chances of him giving you something good are super low. Have you ever wanted a flaming boat? Get yourself an unawakened phoenix fruit and activate its C move. Then sit in your boat and you will have blue flames around you that you won't be able to get rid of no matter what. It only looks cool though. Have you ever found a fragment chest? What? You didn't know those exist? Don't worry, most people don't, and that's because these can only be found on Mirage Island, but only during sea events. Even the most OG players don't know their spawn locations. Everyone knows that you can have a maximum of 4 friends in a raid, but there's a trick to double this number. All you will need is 4 people with love fruit that will spawn flamingo, and then the other 4 people will get on those flamingos, then just start a raid while standing on a pad. Raids literally can't get any easier than this. Everyone looks at the bomb fruit like it's something useless. I mean, it is one of the worst fruits in the game, but most of you don't know that it can become a launch pad. That's right, get your friend and hold the V ability. The longer they can hold it, the better, and then let go. You will launch your friend so high he will reach the upper sky. This can be pretty useful. For example, when you're on low HP and need to get out of the fight, but your opponent is a pro and will find you again in a second. Just have your friend launch you to safety. I'd be able to do this if I had any friends.